Hello, Rin here. Okay, so this is the second podcast for the Joshine Circle, and I will be uploading it probably at the same time as the first one because I've been having some uploading issues, so the first one is a bit delayed. Also, unfortunately, you'll probably have to watch the first one and possibly this one in parts on YouTube because YouTube does not like to let me upload more than 10 minutes worth of content. Anyway, this is going to be a very brief podcast. It's not going to be nearly as long as the first one. I am basically just answering a question with this podcast. I had a question asked of what to consider a ritual, how to perform one, and basically mostly for an initiation ritual. I did my own initiation ritual, and honestly, initiation is not something I have really given much solid thought to. I do know how to perform initiation. I've done it for me and one more person, not a couple more people, but one more person, and I've just done it. I've never really written down any information or solid plan for it, so this is the first time I'm actually setting down any real solid guidelines for it, so thank you for asking. Initiation ritual. Ritual itself is basically like a large-scale spell. I have some basic formats for ritual written down, and I will upload them at the same time that I upload this podcast, so you'll want to look at those too. But ritual, like prayer, can and should be modified to your own personal use. It should not be done exactly how I say it, but just modified for whatever you need it to be. But I will go more in depth about ritual and all its meanings and whatnot in a different podcast. For this one, I am just going to talk about initiation ritual. You should pick a day that means something to you, first of all. I did mine the first full moon after my birthday, just because conveniently my birthday was right around the time that I decided I wanted to do a Joshine initiation. You don't have to wait clear till your birthday. If the first full moon of the month or something is special to you, then that works too. Just do it whenever you feel like would be a special day, on a day that it means something to you. Also, pick a place that you have a rapport with. Like, don't just do it in your basement, unless your basement, makes you feel charged and at peace, which most people's basement does not do that for them, but if yours does, then go right ahead. But you're going to want to pick somewhere that you are at peace, you are comfortable. Then just basically make sure that you can be at your place on your day alone. You're going to want to do this ritual alone. It is a solitary ritual. It is not something you're going to want to have interruptions with. And you're going to want to do a personal cleansing. Whether there are many ways to do personal cleansings. You can just do grounding and centering and then abolishing negative energies. You can cover yourself in certain oils. You can take baths with certain oils or herbs. There's all different ways of cleansing, but cleanse yourself because you're going to want to get rid of all negative energy because you're going to be absorbing new energy. So you're going to want to get rid of the old energy before you absorb the new. Basically clear out all the cluttering energy left over. After you've done that, you're going to set up an altar. It can be a small altar, it can be a big altar, it can be a simple altar, it can be a complicated altar. It depends on what works for you. It's whatever you want it to be. There are two things that are required on it for an initiation ritual, and that's an image of Joshine and also something that was not in the basic altar format that I put up, and that's a mirror. Don't just grab the hand mirror out of your mom's bathroom. That's not gonna work. You're gonna want to buy a new mirror unless you already have one. You could probably go to the dollar store and find a small decorative mirror for just a couple bucks. That's what I did. The mirror is going to be used to basically connect with yourself. To start the ritual, open up with a prayer, just a basic prayer to Joshine. At least that's what I did. You don't have to. And then I did an offering, a blood offering, and then took my rosary and held it over my heart, and then I charged myself the energies of Joshin. Now the visualization process for this, since visualization is key in any ritual or spell, visualization is key. The visualization process is to visualize all of Joshin's energies from any events that have happened to you, from yourself, from the areas around you, from the image of Joshin, all of Joshin's energies being absorbed into the rosary, and then from the rosary into your heart and spreading throughout your body. And that's going to charge you with the energies of Joshin. Once you've done that, you can say a little something about being charged with Joshin's energies or something like that. And then you're going to want to look into the mirror, look into your own eyes, try to look past your own eyes, into your soul, basically. You're trying to connect with your own soul. And then you're going to feel yourself consecrating and connecting with Joshin, becoming part of the current of Joshin, become part of his energy, and just try to connect your soul to that end. After you've done all of that, the ritual can be concluded. You can do a spell, you can conclude it simply, you can have a feast, whatever. You're just going to conclude the ritual at that point, basically. And yeah, that's a general idea of how to do an initiation ritual. I'm also going to post, as I said, I'm going to post up the general basic formats for Joshin ritual. You can combine aspects of those into it as well. And I apologize for the late posting of the first podcast, and I also apologize for the fact that it's going to have to be watched in parts. I currently do not have any website or any source which I can upload longer videos than 10 minutes, sadly. So right now it's just going to have to be in parts until I figure something else out. So I apologize for that, and I hope this helps. If there's any more questions or concerns, let me know, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.